Hey guys.
Hey guys, what's up? Man, it's been a minute.
It's been a really long time.
Welcome to the Swolemates podcast with Joe.
And Alyssa.
And today is episode 9.
Episode 9.
It feels like episode 1 because it's been how long has it been? Like 2.5 months?
I don't know, like 2.5 months, yeah.
2.5 months. I think it was like April was the last mid-April. I don't know, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute, honestly.
It's been a while, so we got a lot to catch you up with.
Yes. As you can tell, I dyed my hair
I know it looks beautiful.
black.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it at first.
Okay, I feel like you were just used to the blonde.
I was
and you
used to the
forgot
blonde,
what I
yeah.
look like with like the dark
I was
hair.
like, hey
He was
babe.
I was like, oh, don't worry, it'll grow on him. I'm not stressed about it. Everyone loved it, though.
And then you wore the mocha Alfleet pants, and then they clicked so well. I was like, well, all right. I like the black hair again. I like the black hair. Okay, so
Let's
things.
get down to
Yeah,
business.
let's get down to the details. So I mean, I think if you guys or follow me on Instagram and whatnot, you guys will know that I started working with the Olympics. So I work with a track and field athlete, and I don't really remember, like, I don't even know how much I can like really talk about, but we'll just pretty much leave it at that. Like I work with a track and field athlete. We're currently prepping for the Olympics in the future. So that has definitely taken a lot of my time, a lot of my energy.
Mhm.
And that's kind of why we've put like stuff like this on hold and to the side and
Pause,
whatnot. But the good thing is, I've been able to like learn how to manage my stress a lot better,
Mhm.
to where we can start including these, podcasts
Again,
back
yeah.
in, because, I mean, so when I was really in April, when I was really grinding TikTok, like 4 videos a day, I was doing the mic'd ups, I was doing the day in the life videos. It was just a lot. It was long, and it
Yeah.
it didn't catch up to me until
Just
probably
recently.
recently. Yeah, probably like 3-4 weeks ago. But I was doing those, like I was up at the gym by like 7, and I was leaving at like midnight.
Yeah, every single
And
day. Then going to bed till like at 3 a.m.
Yep, because I'd come home and I'd spend some time with you, and then we'd go to bed, and I'd just rinse and repeat. And that was that took a lot of my time and my energy, and it was worth it though, because I mean, you have to go through those phases, like the hard work and whatnot. But I definitely put our relationship, I put my health, I put everything to the side to try and just adjust to how busy everything got, because those mic'd up workouts started taking off, and it was like, all right, let's ride the wave, let's keep doing this. In a month and a half now, I've gotten 155,000 new followers in a month and a half, which is pretty crazy growth. I mean, Instagram is a little bit slow. I haven't gotten as many
Beating
Instagram
me
followers.
on Instagram.
I'm catching up though. You were like,
you always say that,
okay,
and
but
then you
you
look
were-
and you're like,
you were a good like 2,000 followers away from me. Now you're only like 300 away. I looked this morning. I'm getting close. I'm almost at 7,000. It's a race to hit 10K. Who's gonna hit 10K first? Me or Alyssa? Alyssa will probably
Me,
will,
probably.
but I'm gonna have to recruit some of the fans from my TikTok fans. You better start hustling
All
the
your
TikTok.
fans are my fans too.
That's so true. Anytime Alyssa and I go on live, they're just like, "Where's Alyssa? Where's Alyssa?" Anytime
Yeah.
I go out, went to the club last night. Where's Alyssa? Where's Alyssa?
Yeah, I was not feeling
Like,
it.
hey,
I was
guys.
feeling so sick.
I'm right here. But yeah, so it's been crazy. So basically, like working with the Olympics, we've had, situations where we had to travel with like 4 hours notice. I've been gone for like weekends at a time, and it's just like all the traveling is so draining, and it's just going to get even more intense. So it's just learning how to manage my stress and manage my time, and making sure that I put my health first. Because essentially what happened is, over a buildup of like 2 months, I would think last week, I hit like what I think, now I'm not sure if I actually hit it, but I'm pretty sure I got like pretty close to like straight adrenal fatigue, which if you guys, I don't know a ton on what adrenal fatigue is, right? But I know enough to where it's essentially my cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone, gets so high that your body just kind of starts shutting down, either, I think it quits producing cortisol, or it produces so much that it starts shutting down other stuff. And so it starts affecting everything. Like we're talking about testosterone production, we're talking about recovery, sleep. Like I would be wide awake like 2 in the morning, and I could not wake up in the morning. Like, or like 2 a.m. is when I'm like wide awake, most alert, and then like, 7, 8 a.m. I'm like I'm a zombie. Like I'm struggling. I was like falling asleep throughout the day, like just slamming caffeine. And then it got to the point, I think it was like last week, where I'm trying to work out. I can't even recover. Like I'm training. I can't even get a pump like at all. Like I've got salt in my systems, water, carbs, everything. Can't even get a pump like whatsoever. Feeling super duper flat. And I'm like, maybe because I was dieting. So I was like, maybe I just need a refeed, nothing. Right. And then it was just getting to the point as well where I was training and I was in literal pain, like doing bicep curls. Like I was in pain. And I remember I got to this point at sometime in February. I don't know if we talked about it then, but I did hit something similar, right? I was in pain when I was training because I had to take 3 weeks off because I got vertigo too. I got like stress induced vertigo. And so as you guys can tell, I don't handle stress very well. But anyway, that kind of happened with me. So I have not been able to train in the last week. And it's really, really tough on my mental and my physical because that's kind of like my stress relief. Like I've had to like force myself to like not work, to like not do anything, like spend the day. Like today was a pretty chill day, but like I have to force myself to like not do anything. I'm trying to enjoy
just
more.
Relax.
Yeah, I'm trying to enjoy just like spending more time with people because I do have, like some underlying heart conditions as well. And so when I get really stressed, those start aggravating and it starts throwing me off there and whatnot. So just a whole, spiral of all that stuff. So, it's definitely been a big adjustment, but I'm getting better. Like I don't normally have days off. Like Saturdays and Sundays, I pretty much like I try not to work at all.
Yeah.
And I've been home by like 9 p.m. most nights, and I'm trying to get in bed by like 11. Like I'm trying to like fix these things because it's to the point where like talking with my coach, he's kind of like, if you don't fix these things, like they will continue to like linger. And give it time. You keep being reckless and not taking care of yourself. Give it time, and like those heart conditions pop up, become a big issue, and boom, you have a heart attack. Like stress is so crazy with what it can do to your body. And I think you've started, like, I mean, we've both kind of started.
Oh yeah, I've definitely started going through that too. Like, so I'm supposed to be cutting right now, and like my weight, which I mean, your weight doesn't really matter, but for me, normally I would be like dropping by now, especially since I'm in a calorie deficit, and it literally nothing. Like I can't drop anything.
Yeah.
I look very watery. And I'm eating what I'm supposed to be eating. I'm hitting my macros. I'm doing my cardio. So it's like, and I'm definitely feeling it when I'm like working out. Like I feel very like fatigued. I can't get a pump. I just have brain fog, and it sucks and it's very frustrating. But I feel like taking time off and really just recentering myself and focusing on me and my health, that definitely helps a lot.
Yeah. And like, a lot of my stress was stress from work, right? Work, traveling, trying to work out with like no sleep, like running on 3 hours of sleep, trying to lift and things like that. And then to add on top of that, for a good period of time, Alyssa and I were,
that stress led into our relationship.
Yeah, that stress was bleeding into our relationship because like I'd come home, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and I'm just like irritable, right? And then like she'd say something and I'd just snap, right? Because and again, that's what stress kind of does. And it's like we would argue about the stupidest things.
Yeah.
And then we'd like, I would, at one point, we literally had to tell each other, like, okay, when we're mad, we need to like take a full, 15, 20 minutes. Like we got to go walk like, just separately. I got to go, like, I would drive somewhere. I'd go drive somewhere. And then I'd come back and I'd be like, all right, let's talk. And we'd like sit down because we'd both get so heated because of, I'm stubborn because I'm a Leo. And Alyssa's stubborn because you're Virgo. But also because you're a Latina.
I mean, okay, so I talked to Nick about this, and he's like, you're only stubborn because you choose to be stubborn. It's not because you're Latina. It's not because you're Virgo. It's not because of anything. It's because you're choosing to be stubborn. So I'm learning to say that I'm not stubborn anymore.
Wow. That's good. That's good progress. Yeah, so basically we're both stubborn, and we both hate being wrong.
Not anymore. I'm not.
Okay, we're working on
it.
But because of that, we both wanted to like prove each other right or prove each other wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
And because of that, we were just constantly like bickering about like stupid stuff all the time. And a lot of people have always commented on our stuff or seen us on TikTok and being like, oh, like, I love how you guys keep a healthy relationship and this and that. And like, I mean, I don't think that, we haven't, or that we've like faked it or anything like that, but we don't, like, it's important for you guys to remember that, like, we don't always, it's not always rainbows and butterflies.
Yeah,
for
no
us
relationship is like, you're always gonna have rocky situations.
Like,
right?
there was multiple fights that we had that, like, Alyssa was like,
Arguments,
that's it.
I feel like.
Yeah, arguments, yeah.
Yeah.
Alyssa's like, that's it, I'm done, I'm leaving. And I was the same way. And I'd just be like, nope, that's it, I'm done, I'm leaving, right?
Yeah.
And we were just very, like, emotional and whatnot. But I will say that...
Emotional, reactive.
Yeah, I will say that over the last few weeks, we've definitely gotten better. And we just kind of communicate. And we're spending a little bit more time together. And we're emphasizing those types of things and telling each other what we do and don't like and things like that. And then also, too... Alyssa went, you went home to see family for like...
Yeah, I went home to see my mom.
Like 4 or 5 days?
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 days. And that time away was something, because, and I think this is really important to talk about, because since we started dating, Alyssa and I have been together for like a year and a half straight.
Yeah,
straight. Like never not sleeping together.
I mean, you traveling for Olympics, like, that's like...
Well, yeah. So, I guess travel, right? And that's kind of been more of a new recent thing, right?
Yeah.
So being together all the time, and then not being together to travel and things like that has definitely been like an adjustment, because it's like, you know, we're so used to spending so much time together that when we're not, you know, for me, when I was like gone and traveling, I was usually just so busy like doing stuff, you know, during travel, or that I would just kind of like forget to like text her. Right. And that's on me. And I would forget to text her, and she'd be like, what the heck? Like, you're gone. Like, you can't text me. And I'm, you know, and so we would, you know, argue about stuff like that. And, but when you were gone to go see your mom, you know, we kind of came to a realization, like, it's okay to kind of like have some space. And like, it's okay to like not talk. Like, just like, I mean, I know you're going to come back on Monday, right? We'll just talk on Monday. But that was definitely like an adjustment, things like that. So that's definitely something that we've been learning to do. And also, like, we are so used to always doing everything together that when we don't do things together, it's definitely like a bit of an adjustment as well.
Yeah, like, it's okay for us to have like our own separate things.
Yeah, because there's been a few times that you've gone out with like your girlfriends, or you've gone to the club, and I haven't. I've been busy working or whatever. And then there's been a few times, like last night, for example, I went out and Alyssa stayed at home, right? And it was just, and it's okay to remember that, like, that's okay to do that. Yeah. And
I feel like some people think like, no, like, you can't do that. Like, your partner always has to be with you. But I'm like, if you trust them, then like, what's the difference, right? What's the difference if you were there and you're not there? Like, they should be and act the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we've talked about those things, but we've definitely gotten a lot better about that. And, you know, these arguments, these fights just make the relationship stronger and whatnot. And I think that that's definitely important to have those and whatnot. So, but yeah, so things have kind of been hectic, but on a more positive note,
on the bright side,
things have also been really good.
Yes.
I think that, you know, with that, you know, with all that grind has come, you know, put us into better financial positions. You guys' support with Inaka has absolutely blown us away.
Yeah, guys, like, it's been so crazy.
It's been crazy.
Like, I don't know. I always think about it. Like, I never thought we would be like in the position we're at now, like with social media and just like influencing individuals, and then having people like come up to us, support us, use our code. I don't know. Yeah, it's just very overwhelming.
But it's overwhelming in a good way. Like, it's very exciting. It's very cool. I think last week Friday. On Friday, I had 13 people come up to me. And like, take pictures with me. I was like, this is crazy. Like, people see me all the time. I was at the club last night, and this girl that was like on the dance floor, like, sees me, and she's like, comes up and pulls up my TikTok, and I'm just kind of like dancing, and I'm with Ethan and stuff like that. And she like pulls up my TikTok. She's like, that's you. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, that's so cool. And I'm like, yeah. And then this other guy came up and was like, got a picture of me. And then there was Alyssa and I were there at the club. Yeah. And some random person took a video of us.
Not random person, obviously.
Someone that follows us. Yeah. Took a video of us, like, recognized us on the dance floor, took a video of us, tagged us and stuff like that. I was like, who tagged us in this video? And I was like, what?
It
Like,
was
what was going on?
funny.
Yeah. But it's so crazy, like, to see all you guys. And I mean, I know that we talked about this in past podcasts of like, well, we don't really consider ourselves influencers. We don't really feel like that. And, you know, still to this day, that's kind of the way that we keep wanting to go about things. You know what I mean? We try and, as best as we can, we try and make sure that we're doing as much, the support that we get, we try and give that support back out through.
We try to be humble
Through podcasts and stuff like that, which we need to start a Swolemates Discord.
Oh my God, that'd be so much fun. We were talking about it on TikTok Live.
Yeah, I think
Which
it would be.
If you guys
a lot
don't
of fun.
follow us, what, I don't know. Are you still banned?
I think I am still banned.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know why either. But follow us on TikTok because we go on live pretty much like almost like every night.
Actually, follow me on Instagram so that way I can be Alyssa to 10K.
Follow me on Instagram so that I can be.
I post better content.
No, you don't.
But yeah, so like, you know, we're still trying to, you know, do our best to be positive influence, be positive light, and do stuff like that. And so we have some really cool stuff planned. And like I said, I think a Swolemates Discord would be dope. Something that I definitely want to do in the future. But yeah, it's a lot of moving pieces. But yeah, you guys' support like has definitely helped us, you know, get into a better financial position that we're looking at houses currently.
Yes.
And oh my gosh.
House hunting? Oh my God.
Talk about stress. Like I already had enough stress, but
especially the market right now.
So
like what the heck?
We found like most gorgeous house, right? The one on the lake.
Well, the first house was
so we went to like look
too
at
big.
five houses.
Yeah. The first house was like way too big. I was like, oh heck no, there's no way we're gonna live here because I know I mainly do the majority of the cleaning, but Joe has been helping out. He's been helping out. So I'm like, how long will that last? Because he'll realize having a huge house and like deep cleaning it is gonna be a pain in the butt. And plus, I feel like it was not clean either when we went to go see it. So, and I feel like that's very important.
Okay, so this house was like 3,500 square feet. It was 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, which everyone's gonna look at us and be like, WTF, why do you guys want such a big house? Well, let me tell you what this house had. It had a gorgeous kitchen.
No, the kitchen was probably like the best part of the entire house.
I think it had like a 25-foot counter.
Yeah.
It literally had a counter space that was like
you could definitely tell it was like the counter in the kitchen was like remodeled compared to like everything else.
So with us house hunting, we do have a few like non-negotiables, right? So what we've kind of decided to do currently with the route that we're going, since I'm self-employed, it's really weird with like income and like having like, and also, you know, things really started popping off in January. So that's when like, so I don't have like back record of like making really good money to be able to like afford the house that we're trying to get. So that's why kind of renting was kind of the better option. But a few of our non-negotiables that we had to have in the house is a standalone shower. Natural light. I'm
a big person when it comes to natural light.
I really wanted a 2-story, but like I'd be okay with a 1-story if it looked good. Nice kitchen. Like gorgeous kitchen. Because like I'm trying to start chefing it up a lot more. Yeah. And plus I can't do that.
Things too.
Yeah, we do like hosting things.
Yeah. Plus like a backyard that's like fenced.
A backyard that Titan can play in. We want to get another dog, so that's kind of what we're looking for. And then we just want guest rooms, and I need to have a Lego room.
His Lego room.
Gotta have a Lego room because, you know, essential.
He loves his Legos.
And then we kind of wanted like a theater room, so that way we can.
And we also wanted like that modern.
Yes, it had to have
we don't really like the Texas style.
Okay, so we went and looked at like 3 that were like nicer homes, and we found this one, the first one that she was talking about that was like massive. Too big, it was a little bit dirty, and it was like, okay, I mean, we could just get someone to come in and deep clean it. It's not a big deal, but it was pretty big, like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then the second one that we looked at was like on a lake. The fence was a little bit short. I was a little worried that like Titan was gonna like jump over it.
Yeah. So like the fence for us, we need to have like a wooden panel fence.
Yeah.
Because it was like more like a bar fence.
So if our landlord's watching this, our dog is very well behaved, but he's also very curious and likes to bark a lot. But like he's very well behaved.
He's a dog.
He's a dog. But we wanted something that was like a little bit more private like that. That one
I was
nice.
Also scared that he was like gonna run away. Because I know like with moves like that, dogs tend to get like anxious and sometimes they will literally like run away.
He loves us too much.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Anyway,
I
and then also
on socks, so I'm like, no, don't leave me.
the kitchen was like horrendously small, and it was the weirdest. Oh my
The
god, it was
setup was just really
weirdest
weird,
thing.
but I also feel like because people were still living in there, so it wasn't vacant, and there was just like a lot of stuff.
So no, that was the one that people were living in.
I know, that's what I just said.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't vacant. So
it
there was a
wasn't
lot of
vacant.
stuff,
Yeah, and also the way they decorated the house was okay. But not to, okay. The secondary bedroom had a Jack and Jill bathroom. Explain this to me, because this was just the most mind-boggling house layout I've ever seen. The second bedroom, decently sized, right? It's got a Jack and Jill, like very cramped, very small Jack and Jill, like yeah, like very very tight. Like you had maybe like 3 feet of like walk space, right? And then double doors. That second door, like past the shower, right, leads into the office. But before it leads into the office, you go out that second door, and there's a like half counter. It literally has a sink, and it looks like a baby changing station.
I think it's
like
nursery a little room. Because it connected to the master room.
No, it connected to the office.
I mean, a nursery room is not like a full-on room. It's just like where the
so
mom
it was really weird. And so it had like a half sink, like, but even baby changing tables don't have a sink. I don't know, weird. It was really weird. And then that had no door, and it went straight into the office. So it was like a little like, so imagine you're walking out and there's like a, the bathroom's right here, and then it was like a little half counter, and then there's no door right there, and then it's the office. The office was so small. You could fit, like the guy had just his desk in there with like a bookcase.
Not expose anyone.
And it was, I'm just saying, it was very cramped. So like we could fit a twin size bed, and that is it. Nothing else in the room. And then that one of those doors in there led directly into the master. So all 3 of these rooms, like plus the bathroom, were connected to each other. So like you opened one of the doors, it looked like the closet, and it, oh, boom, right? You're right in the master.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is so weird. I hated it. I couldn't get over the little half thing. It bugged me. I was like, if I make this an office space, I don't want a little half sink in there. It's so weird. Like I don't need that, it made me really frustrated. As you can tell, I'm really heated about it.
Yeah.
And then we went and looked at a different house, and it was more of the classic Texas style.
That house was not it. It gave me like weird, like scary movie creepy vibes.
I like walked in.
Like Michael Myers is about to like pop out of the closet.
We pulled into the neyborhood, and I was like immediately no.
No.
Immediately
saw the wood floors, the dark wood floors. I was like, no.
It just looked.
It just didn't like
it just looked
give
bad.
that vibe, It just gave like bad energy.
Yeah, I just did not like it. And then we went and looked at the most gorgeous
another house. Wait, was that after
the one with like the 16-foot ceilings? This one was like a 1-story. It was amazing price. It had a huge kitchen.
Was that the one that was like 30 minutes away?
No, that was the one that was like really close. Remember? We went and I toured it without you.
Oh yeah, that one went off the market. And it was like a good price range too.
It was a great price. It had a huge backyard. It was a corner house. So it only had one neighbor. It was like looked like plenty of space for tie-in, and it had huge like 16-foot ceilings. I'm not even joking. And then it had just a massive kitchen. Like it had like a big center island, and it was a full square kitchen with like a huge island in the middle. And that island was like massive. Like the kitchen and the living room took up majority of the house, which was amazing. That's how I wanted it to be. It had a big dining room, and it had 4 bedrooms, I think. Plus like a study, and I was like, this is perfect. And then like I went and toured it, fell in love with it, and then it was off the market.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then we found we found this
another
other one.
house, but it was so far. Like we want a house obviously so we can like host things and our friends can come over. We can just like all have fun and mingle.
We were in the pits of Missouri City.
No, it wasn't even in Missouri City. I don't know where it was. It was like 30 minutes away. It was like by Fresno. It was literally like right in the middle between Missouri and Fresno.
Yeah, it was like so south of anything.
So far.
So it was like it would be a 30-minute drive to the gym. And then the gym is about like a 30-minute drive to downtown.
Yeah.
So it was like we would be an hour away from downtown.
It was nice, but it was so small and they wanted so much for it. I was like, no.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
It was
but
like
I think it was like $4,500 a month.
Yeah.
I was like,
and that was like the price that they actually dropped down. And I was like, no.
It kind of makes me depressed that, we're going to spend like almost $40,000 a year on rent for a house that we don't even own.
Yeah.
But the goal is to rent a house for like the next 1 to 2 years or so, and then build our own. Like as soon as the market's in a better position, build our own.
Because right now it's horrible.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
It's like,
And also we went to Florida, and I rented a Tesla, and now I'm fell in love with a Tesla.
Now he wants a Tesla. Also, we
I
were
drove
like
in
debating.
James's.
Okay, so like if the world ends, like how would you charge your car?
Alyssa's convinced that A, we're gonna have a zombie apocalypse, which just isn't gonna happen, and B, she's convinced like, oh no, so if there is a zombie apocalypse, I'll just go fill up my car at the gas station. I'm like, you realize everyone's gonna be in panic
But
mode.
it's all right. You can
There's not
actually
gonna be any gas.
you can still pump your gas.
You can't.
Yes, you can. I've seen it in a movie.
That's
The Walking
that's
Dead.
Hollywood.
He stops at the gas station and he literally.
But if electricity goes out, you can't
the
charge.
gas.
You can't like pay for gas, and gas isn't gonna come out.
I know.
That's a movie. It's a TV show.
No, I feel like you could still do it.
You and also what I was trying to remind Alyssa is A is if there's zombies, we're not gonna be driving anywhere, and B if there's an apocalypse that actually
No,
happens,
if there's zombies, I'm driving. I'm not walking.
well, you're not gonna leave. Like the roads are gonna be packed.
Speed bump.
We're gonna fight about this because I don't want to be wrong that an electric car would
He
be
doesn't
better.
believe that. Yeah, electric car. No. If there's no electricity, how are you going to charge your car? This is why they need to create solar panel cars.
Great, take that up with Elon.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So I definitely want a Tesla, but
They're really nice. Not gonna lie.
they're fast.
Yeah.
They're fun. I even got I had a slow Tesla, like a Model 3 that was just like baseline,
Yeah.
not even performance or anything like that. So that's why if I go for Tesla, I'm gonna get the Plaid.
I do have to say the range on the Teslas are not that good. At least the one that we rented, it was like
The
kind of
Plaid's better.
horrible.
Plaid's better.
We
Yeah.
didn't really drive anywhere. By the
But
time
also,
that we were
like-
returning it, it was like already at like 25%.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like if we have a charger at the house, because we went 2 days without charging it, right? But if
Yeah.
you have a charger at the house, you plug it in every night. Like it's gonna be so much easier. But yeah, I thought it was nice. I thought it was fun. But that's why I'm saying the low end range one. I think it only has like 200 miles on it.
Yeah.
And you got to remember that.
Let's do, like, the
where
long
we were
range.
driving to in Florida was like just all over the place, and I was like accelerating like crazy, so I was
Yeah.
burning through the power really quick because it's so much fun. It's just like it takes off.
Yeah.
Like
He
I
took his
wrote,
mom in it.
oh, my mom started screaming.
You're so mean.
It was enjoyable though. It was fun. Flexing it like it was my Tesla.
Yeah.
Let me take you on a ride. In my rental car. Yeah. No.
And then someone stole his Yeezys.
Oh my gosh! Someone stole my Yeezy slides off the beach. These high
I
school
was
kids
literally
stole my Yeezy
livid.
slides.
I was like,
I was, so here's the difference between Alyssa and I. I was
he's
like,
literally so oblivious. He thinks that no one could do no wrong in the world. And I'm like, why the hell would you leave your freaking Yeezys downstairs in the middle of the night?
only old people were at that place. Like no one knew how much like the real Yeezys are worth, right? And so I was like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. We were literally walking on the beach for like 30 minutes. I came back, my Yeezys are gone, and
They
I
left my
literally
Crocs, though.
and like because your Crocs are ugly.
They're not ugly.
They're not Yeezys,
They're comfy.
but
Comfort over.
they're not
luxury.
comfier than the Yeezys. I'm sorry.
Hell yeah.
You're tripping.
I'm not tripping.
Because you wear mine and they're too big. If you have your own,
They're like hard.
no, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Wear them all day. They'll feel
Okay,
them.
fine.
Okay, and yeah. So came back and like my Yeezys are gone. And I'm like, well, that's dope. And then
I was like, what do you mean they're gone? You're just going to accept that
I
they're
was
gone?
literally just I was like,
hell
damn,
no.
someone stole them. Well, I guess I'm just walking home barefoot. And Alyssa's like, no, we're gonna check the security cameras. We're gonna figure out who. And we assumed it was the high school kids upstairs
I mean,
because they
they're
came
the
by
only people
and they
that
were eyeing
knew
them.
because there was like old people downstairs and they were just sitting out there smoking cigarettes. So we went to go ask them and they're like, no, like we didn't see anyone. So I was like, okay, obviously it wasn't them. They're the only people outside. It had to have been the kids upstairs. So we're all waiting for Joe to go up there and like tell these kids look like they were like 14 years old.
And the kids
And
had
Joe's
fake
mom was
Yeezys,
like,
that's why.
well, are you going to go upstairs and ask them? And Joe was like, no. I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to go upstairs. I got this.
And I go, that's why
so
I love you.
I literally go up there.
Storm
I
up
knock on the
stairs.
door. I'm like, and nothing. No one answers. And I was like, I
The
know you
lights
guys
on.
are up. I was like, your lights are on. I
And my
literally said that.
My brother-in-law goes down to the beach because they left their massive window open, and he's watching them. He's like, I can literally see them. They're like panicking. They're like running around the room because you can see them going up to you can see them going up to the people
because the lights were on, so you could literally like see like the shadow going in and
Yeah.
out. And so then I started like banging on the door like I was a damn
We stood there
cop.
for like 5 minutes.
I was like, I'm not leaving. I know they're in there. Like,
and
no.
then the kid turns off the light and then opens
He's
the
like,
door and he's
"Hello?"
all hello, like pretending
I
like he
was
was
like,
asleep. I
"Oh
was
my
like, the
God."
lights were just on, you idiot. And then I was like, yeah, have you have you seen, pair of Yeezys? Showed him a picture. I was like, they're downstairs. And he was like, I don't
He's
know
like,
what those are. And I'm
"No,
like, you're
like,
wearing fake Yeezys right now.
no." He was like, "No, I just bought fake ones the other day." And he was like, "Let me go get them." And he literally brings them. I was
He
like,
brings out
"Yeah,
his
that's
blue
not
Yeezys. I was
them."
like, nope. I literally showed you a picture of the beige ones. And he was like,
He's
oh,
like,
then
"Oh,
I don't
okay." He's like,
know.
"Let me keep looking." And I'm like, "Bro, obviously you have them if you're gonna keep looking. Like, if you didn't steal them, you're not gonna keep looking for something that you didn't take."
You would have just said, I don't have them. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, yeah, I just wanted to check before we check security cameras and press charges. And the kid was just kind of like, let me go look around and see if maybe my friend picked them up. And I was like, and then he comes back out like 5 minutes later, comes back out. And my brother-in-law was like, yeah, he was running around the room trying to figure out what to do. He was like, I bet you he posted them to sell online and then was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
And so he comes out and he like hands it to me. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. And Alyssa's
And
like,
I
you
literally
shouldn't
was
take
like,
stuff that's
no,
not
I
yours.
was like, next time, I was like, don't take something that's not yours because you're gonna steal from the wrong person.
And I was just like, again, I'm not confrontational. So he's like, I'm so sorry, man. I was like, oh, no big deal. Like, thank you for giving them back, type of thing. And he like shook my hand. Alyssa was like, I'm so pissed. Just like walking down the stairs. And
Joe's brother-in-law was like, damn, Liz, that was so cool.
yeah, he came and it was like that. He was like, I'm so excited. He was like, because my brother-in-law, he gets so excited about those types of things. Like he like loves like the drama and the tea like that. And so he was like all excited. He was like kind of like running. He was like, oh, that was intense. Like, oh, like my blood pressure's up right now. Like he's like running around. It was funny. And then he texted me later. And he was like, I kept seeing those kids. I just wanted to punch them. He's like, every time I saw them, I just wanted to punch them. And
I'm like, where are their parents?
And my brother-in-law was like, honestly, if I opened the door and I saw you standing outside, he's like, I'd be pretty scared. And I was like, why? And he was like, because you're pretty big. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
He was like, honestly, Liz, if I even saw you at the door, I'd be scared.
If I saw Liz at the door, show him your resting bitch face.
I can't because I'm laughing now.
Do it just like, come on.
No.
You want me to piss you off? Oh. If looks could kill. The second I see that face, I'm like,
he's all tight.
I accept my fate. Titan, come hold me. And I just wait. And then she asked me like a question. So what is this doing here? I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, so that was
a story to tell for sure.
The stolen Yeezy slides. That was like not something I could like post about. I felt like it was weird. So the podcast is a good place. Thank you for bringing that back. Podcast is a good place to talk about it. Yeah, but the spot in Tampa, that's we definitely got to go back there.
Mm-hmm. It was like a little mini vacation. It was like nice, just to like.
It was like 2 days.
Not post on social media, just be beach bums, eat Hawaiian barbecue.
Which I have five more. I recorded in Tampa on TikTok like a day in the life. So I recorded that plus 5 or 6 more videos from Disney that I haven't edited. I still haven't finished editing them and I have to post them. That was 2 months ago.
By the way, yeah, we went to Disney and like park hopping. Oh my God.
Oh, that's stressful.
I literally felt like a freaking zombie. It's like you get on one ride and then you book another ride at like a completely different park. So then you have to take the little sky thing and oh my God.
But you guys need to get yourself an OCD and like a planner girlfriend because she was waking up at 6 a.m. to book all of our rides for the day, which was lovely because I did not want to wake up.
Yeah, he would literally like wake you like, babe, don't forget to book our rides. And I'm like, I already did. Like, leave me alone to go back to sleep.
Shout out. Thank you.
Like, honestly, there are people that like, I think it's called like rope pop something. But those are like the early birds. They literally wake up and are at the park by like 7 before the park even like opens.
So and they can get on the first
we
rides.
were honestly going to the park like at 11, like around noon.
Usually by like 11 because that's when breakfast stopped. So we'd get to the park around like 11 or noon or so. And it was
we rode all the rides that we
didn't have any issues really getting on any of the rides. We rode Rise of the Resistance like 6 times.
Oh, I freaking love that ride.
It was amazing. I got a great video of Alyssa screaming during the ride.
You should attach it on here.
I know. This one. So Alyssa didn't realize that there was a big drop coming. This is the third time that we had. No, that was the third time we rode that one.
That was the first time.
It's not the first one.
No, the second time.
Yeah, and Alyssa forgot that there's a big drop, and so if you watch her face right here, yeah, that was fun.
I don't like drops. Okay, I feel like crap. What's the ride called? Tower of Terror. That ride literally scarred me.
I can't. So for roller coasters, I can't do drops. I can't do like spins. Like I can't do like spinning rides. I'm like, I don't know if I would get motion sick because I've never done it. but I feel like I would. Like, I'm anxious about getting motion sick because I know other people can get motion sick.
Yeah,
so like,
the new
that freaks
Guardians
me
of the
out.
Galaxy ride, you definitely cannot ride it because it's like a full-on roller coaster.
Okay, also, I've had a lot of concussions, so I've been told that I can't ride like really fast roller coasters. Like, with like, I think it's G-force over 60. I don't remember what it is. There's like a certain one. Like when we went to Universal last year, I rode some of the 3D ones, and I low key got a headache.
Harry Potter
a
one,
lot.
yeah.
Like some of the Harry
It's
Potter
a lot
rides.
of jerking.
Yeah, but the ones I didn't really get headaches or anything like that from this one. I definitely want to go to Disneyland because they got the Avengers campus.
Yeah,
It'd be so dope. I was so bummed that there wasn't more like Avengers stuff.
sad day.
And we were supposed to build our own lightsabers. That was the one thing I wanted to do.
We got to build droids though.
We did get to build droids, but
They're
they
cool.
were, we did get to build droids, which was dope. But that trip was expensive.
Yeah.
That was all code Swolemates. So we had been saving up for that trip for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of, when we posted about it, like we kind of balled out. We balled out. Like we got a lot. We went to eat at some great restaurants. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
Tepanito.
It was so much fun. And I think
Joe officially loves sushi now.
certain kinds of sushi. Yeah, I had octopus on that trip. I had calamari. I had sushi.
Sushi.
Which, if you guys know me, I hate sushi.
Yeah.
So I had sushi, calamari, octopus. What else did I have?
I think that's it.
No, there was something else that was like crazy that I had. I mean, we had escargot in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lot more adventurous with my foods now. When I was younger, like before I met Alyssa, I was so picky.
Yeah.
I could not eat anything at all. So I've been a lot better about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
you had lobster bisque.
Oh, I did have lobster bisque.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of seafood, but I think one of the things that Alyssa and I are still learning how to like accept is that our life does not revolve around competing or working out.
Yeah.
And so going to Disney was like a huge.
It was so fun because like
it was fun.
we just got to enjoy ourselves
And then
we
were stressing and beating ourselves up after
calories.
about like, oh, I can't believe I did this and that. And it's like at the end of the day, it's
like whatever. Like it already happened. It's in the past. Just gotta move forward.
Yeah. So I think that that's something that we're still kind of learning to do. Cause like even me now, like not being able to work out all week just like puts me into just like an instantly bad headspace. And it's so hard, but like there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And it's definitely something.
You just gotta focus on what you can control and what you do have control.
Because you haven't been able
over.
to work out for a few days either. Just kind of been taking a few days off. Like, and it's okay to have those times. And one thing that I think that is important to kind of talk about, because the amount of like shit that I get on my TikTok, which just still, it just pisses me off still to this day, is because I'm a trainer, everyone expects me to look like Z-Bum, right? Obviously, as a trainer, I would expect, I would, like being a trainer, I would expect, myself to do the same stuff that I get my clients, right? So be healthy and in shape, right? And that's subjected to everyone, right?
Yeah.
And so I've gotten a lot of shit about people telling me that, like, I don't look good, like, oh, you've been training for like 5 years and you don't look like that or this or that.
Well,
But like you got to remember, A, everyone starts at a certain point, and B, I've had since January, since like things got like busy, I have like working out has not been able to be a focus for me. And it sucks to say that, and everyone's just like, well, you just don't prioritize it or this or that. And it's like, that's what I'm learning how to do. It's not an instant like, hey, you get a full schedule and you like do, like one of the biggest things I have when I hop on client consultation calls, like with new clients or with current clients, is them trying to figure out their routine and their schedule. And it's really how people are always like, oh, I work so much or this or that. And it's like, yeah, you have to make time for it. But it's not like an instant like, oh, I work 70 hours a week, right? And, boom, here's the schedule and I'm just going to follow this and it's going to be smooth sailing. It's like, it's learning how to do that, because like I would train at the end of the day and there'd be some days that like I'd finish with work at like 10 and I'd do my lift between 10 and midnight, and I'd like sit down and I'd have a couple emails to send or some things to do, and I'd like look at the clock and I'm like, it's 11 and the gym closes in an hour. So what do I do here? Like, and I'd rush myself through a quick workout, but then I'd just be frustrated because like it wasn't very good. Or I'd like go out there and I'd start talking to someone would come up to me or start talking to me about something, and then it'd be like 11:20 and I'm like, I have 40 minutes to work out, right? And it was just like, A, there was always that, but then B, also just like not sleeping. I wasn't recovering. So I'd be like, man, I'm literally so sore. Like I can't I can't do anything. Like, and I'd go home or I'd be like exhausted. So then I'd take pre like really late and then I couldn't fall asleep after, it's just kind of like a vicious cycle. And so it was, it's still kind of like an adjustment. So I'm going to be figuring things out still this week and like moving forward. But, I think one thing you got to remember is, set yourself to a standard, but don't be so hard on yourself that you like beat yourself down. Cause that's what I do. And I just beat myself down mentally about like not being better or like not having all the answers or the solutions. And it's like not that simple, And so that's my biggest frustration is people are talking about that. Cause that's like, I've definitely had to prioritize other things. Like if I wanted to look like C-Bum, then I would have to prioritize, training. Like if I wanted to look like a bodybuilder, and I had to prioritize that. Yeah. And like if I wanted to compete, that's what I'd have to do. At some point I still do want to like compete just for fun. Like I don't have any plans of really doing like a NPC show until like way later in the future, but like I'm down to keep doing summer shredding. Like I want to compete with you for funsies, and go through prep together and stuff like that. But I always tell myself like I want to do it and I want to compete right now just to give me something to like add more to my plate to see if I can handle it. But at the end of the day too, I got to be like, okay, is it really going to be good for me to compete? Is it really a
priority right now?
Yeah. Is it going to be really good for me to compete when I can't even like hardly train to like the intensity that I need to because I can't sleep and recover. Like I think that people forget those things and everyone responds to it differently. Like when I was in college, I could run off 3 hours of sleep, crappy food, and I could still get good workouts in and I'd still be fine. I can't now. Like if certain things aren't lined up for me, if I don't hit certain, things like enough sleep, enough food, enough water, this or that, and if I can't recover, and it's just everyone responds differently. So I think that's an important thing to remember too.
I want to go back on like the TikTok because like, I don't know, the comments literally like have me dead because like, I feel like social media and especially TikTok, they think that like if you're the biggest person on TikTok, like you're huge, then you have like the most knowledge, like you know what you're doing and they want to train with them. And I think it's so funny that half of the time those people that go train with those people that are huge and honestly that don't know anything, like literally nothing, they don't know what they're doing. They're like, oh, like for instance, especially working at Alpha Land, I just hear a lot of stuff like with people that are coaching with like these bodybuilders or, people that are huge and they're like, man, like my coach has me doing this and like it's not working. Like, and I'm just like looking at their plan and I'm like, bro, your coach literally doesn't know anything. They're literally just putting you on what they're doing, thinking it's going to work for you. At the end of the day, I feel like if you want to invest in a coach, invest your time in that, you need to be with a coach that has knowledge and that knows what they're doing and then is making sure they provide that to you.
I think that
at the end of the day, that's what matters. Like knowledge right here is what matters. Doesn't matter what your appearance.
Yeah. I think that online coaching has become one of like the biggest scams and easiest ways to make money. If I got a good physique and I got a good following, I can post about online coaching. Boom. I can instantly start making 6 figures.
Yeah.
And there's a brand, Alpha Land, or like there's a group at Alpha Land that does that, right? They like recruit people to like their team and they teach them how to be online coaches and stuff like that. And it's like, one thing you got to remember is when you put your health into someone else's hands, like they need to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because if you start giving them protocols because you did it, right? And that's my biggest frustration is coaches who prep clients and just do it based off what they did. Cause it's like, that's just not
that's what works for me. So it's going to work for you.
Exactly. And it's the most frustrating thing, cause everyone has a different plan. Like, yeah, you can use that of like, okay, this is what I did. This is how it help. This is how it worked for me. Take that. But at the end of the day, there's still adjustments that have to be made. But that's like online fitness coaching has become one of the biggest scams because everyone, like literally every influencer is like, yeah, I'm opening up online coaching. I'm only going to be taking this amount of people and this and that. I'm like, dude, it's a lot of work on its own. Like if you're good at it, like it takes a lot of time. Like it takes a lot of time to make good programs and this and that. Like if I wanted to make one base program, give everyone the same thing, shoot them a text and be like, yo, you're doing good, and throw some random macros at them. That doesn't take very much time, but I'm scamming people now.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's not.
It's become the new Herbalife.
Yeah, literally. Don't get me started on Herbalife. But it's frustrating. it's frustrating
Yeah.
for sure, because then it just takes away from like actual people. So that's why it's like, and then you have your like upper end coaches, like your higher level bodybuilding coaches, and they charge like a higher price point. And people are like, they're so expensive. And it's like, because you're paying for an actual
for their
coach.
knowledge. You're
You're
paying
for an
for
actual
their
coach.
experience.
You're paying for an actual coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you want, I think a lot of,
You get what you pay for.
it's frustrating because a lot of people, because once they become influencers and they open online coaching or this or that, easy way for them to make money. And people are like, man, if I get coached by this person, they're going to help me out so much. It's like, no, you are literally just a paycheck. I promise you, you are just a paycheck for them. They don't give an F about you, but everyone's got to go through it to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you got to find a coach that works for you. And I think that that's important. And that's why I love in-person coaching so much more than online. Like I still do, online coaching and stuff like that, but in person definitely has my passion, because I can be there with someone and I can show them like why I mean business, right? And like show them like, this is how we're doing this exercise. And I think that that's the difference. And I think that the more successful online coaches are the ones that have trained people in person before, you know what I mean? Because then they know how to like actually like do it and take people through stuff like that. But yeah, so man, that was a good little catch up.
Yeah. It's pretty much what happened.
So fingers crossed that we get a house here soon.
Yes, guys.
So
our lease ends in like August.
No, it ends in July.
It's August.
It's like,
I put in
it's
our
August
60-day
1st.
notice.
Yeah, it's August 1st. Yeah.
So we need
So
to find a house by then.
yes, a house is essential. I don't want to go into another apartment.
No.
So house is what needs to happen. So we're hoping to get a house and then new cars.
New cars.
That's
house
thing.
First, cars. More
I mean,
content.
like I would get a Tesla now, but I just don't have anywhere to charge it. Alyssa's like, just park it at a Walmart. And
it
charge
would literally get broken into here.
Yeah, and it's not that we live in a bad apartment complex, but like I ain't never seen no nice cars that haven't gotten broken into. So
yeah,
just saying that. But yeah, house, new cars. We'll be at the plan is to be at the Miami pop up. And the Anak pop-up. So if you guys are going, we'll probably see you there. I think we're just going to go just to hang out and help out. I don't think they're really doing anything structured because they have like CBUM coming down. But we're just going to go hang out, have some fun. We've got tickets to Rolling Loud like a while ago.
Yeah.
So we're kind of excited for that. And I think that's pretty much my birthday weekend.
Yeah, it is.
So
I'm excited because I've never been to a concert before.
Yeah, Alyssa's never been to a concert. And how dope is it going to be to see Kendrick Lamar? Because he hasn't been in concert for years.
Yeah, that'd be so
like
much
years. Fun. So I'm excited. I think I went and saw him in 2016, 17. I want to say when he came to New Mexico. The Isleta Amphitheater, which is so dumb. It's literally just big grass field. You're like so far away. You're like, wow, the stage is over there. It's like this tiny.
You can zoom in on your camera.
Yeah, you're like, I can barely hear the music. Like, yeah. So I'm excited because I've always wanted to go to Rolling Loud. So the fact that we're going this year. I'm excited. But that's going to wrap it up for today's episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. We should be back regularly. As long as nothing happens, we'll be back regularly. Yeah. We'll have some fun. As you guys know, Inaka Power and Inaka Subs, code Swolemates for both. For me, Zephyr Collections is streetwear, as well as like this chain that I'm wearing. I'm not wearing any of their clothes right now, but streetwear, all like the fits. All my club fits, like my going out fits, are all from Zephyr. Great, high quality. Code joeebro with 2 E's, get you 10% off as well. And just shows support. Like the more you guys are able to support us using our code, things like that, we try and do as much as we can. In terms of like giveaways, like I don't know anyone else who does as many giveaways as us.
We do a lot.
And for the Marco, the Jacked Italian collab, we got some dope content planned for that. So I'm excited to film that tomorrow. But all I'm saying is no one goes as hard as we do for content. Keep that in mind. Code Swolemates. But yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.